Do you struggle with being organized? Do you have a hard time differentiating between what you should keep and what you could let go? Well, you're in luck because today we're going to talk about how to identify clutter and let it go here on Get Organized with Jodi. Hi, I'm Jodi Granock, a certified professional organizer with over 15 years in the field. And this is what I do for a living is I work with my clients to look at what they own, whether at home or at work, and figure out what is not necessary anymore. What has become the clutter in their life that they can let go of so that they can free their homes and offices up to have more space for the things they need, want, and love. One stumbling block to getting organized is the decision making involved with trying to identify what your valuable items are and what has become clutter. So let's start our journey to a clutter-free home or office with these three powerful mantras. Things to keep in mind before you even start working on an organizing project. The first mantra is your home is a place to store the things that you love using and enjoy seeing, not the things that you feel obligated to keep or hope to use someday. Find the treasures, second mantra, and let the rest go. And the third mantra, if everything is special, then nothing is special. That's an important one. They're all important, but just focus on that for a moment. If you want to keep everything, you lose perspective of what you truly care about. Think about it this way. If you have a delicious chocolate cake and a bunch of people come over and you want to serve them cake, you adjust the size of the pieces. But if you have 300 people come over, there's only so many ways that you can divide this cake, right? You can make the tiniest little slivers, but eventually there's no way to make a smaller piece. So if everything is special, nothing is special. Now that we have our three mantras, let's go through your belongings with those mantras in mind. When you get stuck on whether you should give something away, throw it away, ask yourself the following four questions. Question one, do I use this item? If the answer is yes, then store it where you use it so it's easy to retrieve. If the answer is no, let it go. Question number two, do I love this item? If the answer is yes, store the item in an honorable way so that you could see it and appreciate it. But if the item is crumpled up in a bag, gathering dust in the attic, or it's in a water-damaged box in the basement, it's time to reconsider how you really feel about it. Question three, do I have multiple versions of this item? If the answer is yes, pick the one or ones you like the best and donate, give away, or throw away the rest. When you do this, you are freeing up space for other things that you love and need. Question four, what's the worst thing? What's the worst thing that would happen if I let this item go? Now, keep in mind that there are some items that you do need to keep for legal or financial reasons, like your mortgage paperwork. Always consult with your attorney or your financial planner before you let anything go. Now, sometimes we really struggle with letting something go because it belonged to someone else that we cared about. Those are the hardest items to make decisions on. It's typically not the object, though, that we're afraid to let go of. It's the fear of losing our memories of the person that the object represents. So think about that. If you say, well, I have all this furniture that belonged to my great aunt. If you don't like that furniture and you let it go, it doesn't mean you're letting go of your great aunt. Think about that for a moment. Ask yourself, which items from this loved one bring me joy when I see them? These are the items that you would honor. Keepsake boxes and shadow boxes, like the photo here on the left, are two ways to display and honor the special items you treasure. And then you get to see it every day and be reminded of that family member versus having 200 of their belongings packed up in a box that you never see in the basement. Photographs provide a way to keep the memory of the item without the space involved with keeping the actual item. Take pictures of special clothing, like baby clothes, prom dresses, or that lucky t-shirt. And here I'm walking my walk, people. This is my own self, right? That is a picture of me in that photo. And here's my story. I loved this t-shirt. I bought it on opening day, Busch Stadium, 2008. It is a shirt that was making fun of the Chicago Cubs, and at the time, their inability to win a pennant. And so it says Choke, the official soft drink of the Chicago Cubs. And on the back, it said, I think 1908 wasn't that long ago, which is the last time they had won a World Series. The reason I love the shirt so much is because it was the first time I'd gone to an opening day. And the reason I was able to go to that opening day, which was a day game in the middle of the week, is because I had just started my own business as a professional organizer. So when I saw that shirt, it reminded me of things I love, but it reminded me of a time in my life where I was very proud of the decisions I had made. And so when this shirt became outdated because the Cubs did win a World Series, I still had the shirt because I loved it. But when the shirt got holes in it and a tear from one of my cats, it was time to think about letting it go. And the reason I was comfortable letting the shirt go is because I knew that I had a photo of me in the shirt. So ideally, it's not just, okay, take a picture of the t-shirt before you let it go. I had a picture of the memory that I associated with that shirt. So your smartphone is a wonderful organizing tool. Use it. Take pictures of your children when they have special events, when they go to dances, when they win a soccer trophy, when they bring home their winning science fair project. Take a picture of them with the item, and then you don't have to feel obligated to keep the item because you have the photograph. Another idea is to keep one item of clothing or jewelry that you associate with your loved one, and then wear that item on special occasions to feel close to that person. I did this with a necklace that belonged to my grandmother, and I wore it on my wedding day. This is not a picture of me. Isn't it lovely? But you get the idea. Now, cautionary note, if you are coping with the recent loss of a loved one, please give yourself some time. Wait a little while to grieve and process their loss. And with some time and distance, you'll know when to make decisions about your loved one's belongings. You don't want to be too quick to let go of those items until you've had time to process the loss and think about what would be the best things to keep. So identifying your treasured items make it much easier to let go of all the rest. Holding on to clutter weighs us down emotionally and physically. Wouldn't you rather feel peaceful and light in your personal space? I look forward to hearing about your success stories in the comments below. I encourage you to visit organizingmagic.com for more organizing resources, including our free e-newsletter and information about our monthly Zoom webinars, which are also free. And remember that new videos drop every Friday, so be in the know and click like and subscribe before you go so you never miss a single video. I'll see you next time.